Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again to the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I first, and all things that's good and wonderful. You know, see, welcome all viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe on the World platform. You know, see, I observe the recent development with the Nzinga King case. You know, we not left it alone in the car. The Paula Llewellyn go too hard. And you know, it's like there's no consequence for she. She's just untouchable. She feel like she untouchable. You know, and you see the ignorant explanation them where she give for fear action them Rasta. It just goes to show how much disrespect, how much respect she have for the Jamaican population. You know, see, cause again, like me I say, them they even accept or admit obvious mistake. You know, see, them they even see the need for that. You know, see, them still stay upon them high ground and maintain them folly in the face of the disregard to someone's human rights. You know, see, now I wonder if now this woman here have more power, you know, in the interest of justice and Jamaica citizens, you know I say, than the public defender. You know, see, because the public defender is obviously supposed to be a neutral entity where stand up for the better interest of the people. You know, see, I mean, the people come first even before the dirty department of public prosecution from which the woman here is associated, the woman named Paula Llewellyn. I don't know how that woman they sleep in her bed at night time. You know, see, no, this is just, you know, validation for sure, say, there is still a deep-seated slave mentality in Jamaica regarding the people in authority, particularly them. You know, see, because what we notice is that right now, the fervor across the world concerning black people, black women particularly, and them here and them thing there. You know, see, it is immeasurable. You know, see, and for our Jamaican woman, not have no, hold on there. Yes, I. So, with the climate, we are going across the world, you know, in terms of black consciousness and things like that. You know, see, it kind of fly past me for have a public prosecutor in Jamaica. You know, see, disregard the process, for instance, for, you know, further delve into what really go on. You know, see, because the evidence them what she use basically is like she defend the police, because we see say she put out a video, she allow a video to come out where sort of degrade the character or show the character of who Nzinga King at the time, or how she was at the time when she get arrested. You know, see, so that definitely a character assassination she and her crew attempt. And even with the argument, the uneducated, you know, the unnecessary, the unlawful argument that friends said they saw her. So she said she wanted to cut her hair, yeah? Friends said she wanted that she was gonna cut her hair. That doesn't take away from the fact that the police officer might have cut it. You understand what I say? You can't go say she cut it because she did say to somebody, say, years ago, months ago, days ago, say she want to cut her hair. You know, see, now, the media representation there in a Jamaican public, when international people see them argument there come from somebody who's supposed to be the head of the DPP, them just know so we're way beyond time and we not have no justice, we not have nothing. You know, see, that's why me. What for one of the main reasons why I would say would not agree for Jamaica step away from the Queen as head of state. Cause watch you now. Right you know that all Rasta and everybody down there talk about step away, and you know see, I look on it now. Every one of them down there and watch that gross human rights here. Gross human rights atrocity here are going in front of them, you know. And just a clap and a knock and a wait on the same corrupt, dirty people them. You know see, every day you should have a picket out of Paula Llewellyn office until she leave office, or when the prince down there, the man them should have make representation upon them behalf the Rasta. You know see it? It's like I just be a belly lick business a go on. You see the business of Rastafari is not being addressed. You see it? Paula Llewellyn shouldn't even in an office today to still defend our corrupt actions, our dirty corrupt actions, our abusive actions, where only poor people alone feel the brunt of your wrath. You know see it, feel the brunt of your process, for your work process. You know see it, only poor people alone. Majority of the rich people that will go around the woman. Just walk out. You know see it. You know see it, because she have this class issue going with herself and beauty issue. You know see it. She used to feel herself as ugly, so anybody will look better than her, you know, is superior to she as far as she's concerned. You know see it. Right across the world these days, black youths, black children have problem with some dirty supremacist bigoted people because of them here. You know see it, and Jamaica where the troubadour. You know see it, the vanguard for certain things. Today this happen to Rasta, where originally rebel against system and say, you know see it, anyway, I'm gonna read the story, the article, and then we dig in it some more. You know see it. We are gonna read the article, because that woman here, you know see it. From the Gleaner. Public Defender Arlene Harrison. And the next thing about this article here, you know, is like you have to type it in. You have to type in and find it, because at the end of the day, you know, see it as no front page news. No, you know, see it. And this is an incident where relevant to the whole black race today, Rasta. You know, see it. This is an attack on racial identity by one of us. You know, see, many of us, the police and Paula Llewellyn, who protect the perpetrators of such because she not have no respect for the humanity and the human rights of Rastafari. You know, see, our black people. Public Defender Arlene Harrison Henry is recommending that the police corporal who was accused of cutting Nzinga King's hair be charged with assault after an investigation by her office found that the woman cut the teenager's locks out of revenge. Harrison, in a 67-page report on the incident that sparked public outrage, made a raft of recommendations, including damages for the assault that was committed by the police and the violation of her constitutional rights in respect of the cutting of her hair. King, a 19-year-old student from Lionel Town in Clarendon, alleged that her dreadlocks were trimmed by a policewoman while in custody at the Four Park police station in Clarendon in July last year. King, who was arrested for disorderly conduct stemming from a June 2021 incident at a taxi park in Maypen, also alleges that her dreadlocks were cut because the police say they were a suicide risk. But after months of delay in the investigation, which was turned over to the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDICOM, by the police, the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, has recommended that the police corporal should not be charged. A similar recommendation was made by INDICOM. Harrison, in her report, said that there was no material evidence to support the argument that King's hair was cut because she is a Rastafarian. The cutting of Miss King's hair was inspired by revenge and venom in response to Miss King's undeniable deplorable conduct, the report said. While describing King's boisterous behavior as beyond acceptable, the report said that she posed no threat to the police, but that violence of the most painful and personal nature was inflicted upon her to teach her a lesson and to forcibly bring home to her who run things. As a result, Harrison is recommending that the corporal be charged with assault occasioning bodily harm or assault at common law, and further, that disciplinary action be taken against her by the police force. The office of the DPP should therefore develop an interest in her conduct at the Fort Park police station toward Miss King. There cannot be any serious question as to identification. The issue is purely one of credibility, the report said. The public defender also called for the corporal supervisor and inspector who was on duty at the time of King's alleged haircut to face disciplinary action for not taking any steps to prevent the criminal conduct or failing to act, having discovered negligence in her duties. Other recommendations include returning a portion of the fines paid by King at the Clarendon Parish Court, claiming that she was charged beyond the stipulated fines, a repeal of the Towns and Communities Act, and an amendment to the Parish Court Jurisdiction Act to make fines a default in payment, which attracts a prison term prorated in circumstance where the term has started before the convicted person is able to pay. Llewellyn had explained that several inconsistencies were found in the case and that based on the civilian witness account, King had pulled out her own hair. She had also indicated that no trace of the policewoman DNA was found on the locks. Meanwhile, Llewellyn said in a Gleaner interview on Wednesday that she stand by her ruling, insisting that the prosecution would be unable to mount a viable case. It would appear from my cursory reading at the report that my learned friend, the public defender, did not have the benefit of the abundance of the material that the ODPP and Indicom would have had in our assessment, said Llewellyn. Why were these evidence or materials withheld from the public defender? Why? If that's the case, why would you think? As I don't think this is optional whereby somebody allow the public defender to see what they want them to see. The public defender is supposed to have a right to subpoena any bit of evidence that them think is valid. You see, when I know Paula Llewellyn come for that woman in a chat like say, oh, she just corrupt the whole construct of justice in Jamaica like a she design it. Oh, she and I'm sure it's like a simple dirty idiot argument them where she talk as defense and justification for fair action them Rasta. It goes to show you how happy she is with the inferior education and knowledge where exists in Jamaica today. See, she happy for maintain that status quo because if it wasn't for such abject ignorance, Rasta, idiot like them, I could have never hold the position where them say them in for so long as well. I fight political warfare like we are idiot. See it, a dirty woman that. See it here, I mean, look on the argument them where the public defender put. And look on fear, you could idiot defense then so the public defender never have the evidence them where she and Indicom have. How comes? What you do with them still? I mean, how did I dirty, how idiot Jamaica? You can't just sit down there and have them people a poor and abject poverty in a favor. You can't expect people to fight for nothing for yourself. See, it's obvious that this woman mean how much you that woman have a prison whenever deserve it. How much people that woman let her free who should have been in prison. Them level of corruption and accept. Rasta me a stepper, me a gangster. You see it? And when we don't need them people to make things better. Them people that make people want to step, make people want to get. If there is no solution from the authority bodies them when needed, when necessary, like menial issues like these where in the interest of the vast majority of the community. This is not in the interest of the state or whatever. This is the interest of the people them. See it? And you overlook them things so nonchalantly. You know what I say? You just rub and I make them speech. A woman get her ear trimmed and your defense is that a sheep pop out her horn and locks them. Oh, she sit down in there and pop out her own and locks them some more. When the police report there, for sure they observe that threat to our own, from ourselves to our own self, because that is an indication that this woman might be a threat to our own self. Once somebody prepare to put themselves through any form of pain, Rasta, they are already motivated to go the extra mile. You know, see? And that's something with police and you see them people here, Jaja. Yo, wanna tell me say we are gonna sit down, man. Rasta, we're not gonna sit down and load them little idiot defense here. The woman here there for sit down and write a good defense. She never say I write have no comment. We'll leave this to further investigation and something like that. She just like start her mouth in our face to tell we what she a dictate laugh to we. Or that. Hey, go buy your braces. Go buy your braces now your all age man. You're ugly. You know see it. And your spirit and your heart and everything ugly. You know see it. It would appear from my cursory reading of the report that my learned friend, the public defense, woman, move your dirty self with your nasty language. You're a disgrace to humanity. And it'll show one day. You're not going to go down with no accolades, no. Dirty woman. You're not going down with no accolades. It'll prove one day. So he's a nefarious entity right through the time being. When you hold up this, after so much years of experience, you come with a defense like this. Rasta. And the community of Rastafari in Jamaica, me talk. All of them, they were say them a leader. All of them will know it all and all of them were rich. You know, sit down and make that woman here disrespect Rastafari the way here. And use that simple defense here. And then one of them still file foul of the law and feel like you don't get justification through fear institution. That woman you even read case file when them come in front of her. Them things are not acceptable from a world black perspective, Rasta. Everywhere in the world you go right now. People are challenge black people. Right now, I don't have my driver's license for the sake of me here. Because them say I'm not supposed to wear a head wrap in the picture. Head wrap is for religious purposes only. Somebody for right back and ask them, so, we want to see my locks as then. Because I me say that in a pamphlet, Rasta is recognized as a religious group according to UNO. You know, see it. So, what? Again, on the application form, there is no declaration, no religious declaration whatsoever. You know, see? Anyway, we're now going on, that's a different day. You know, see? Yeah, but black people here or black people choose to wear them ear has always been a problem to everybody else except for the man who wear the ear, Rasta. You know, see? This should have been, you know, Jaja, how long the eye them as Rastafari, I go sit down there and have the woman here preside over poor people of fear, Rasta. Rasta, a looseness and carelessness that the world a watch and the world soon wants some loose boy business without the power, no strength, no influence. You know, see, when a big rabbit teeth woman can't come do that body shame and bumbo because of that she do Nzinga King and sit down there defend it. You know see it and I defend it. I talk about the little girl suicidal. I talk about the little girl tell friends say she got cut her own ear. How that work, Rasta? Or that the third party here said they work with you when it can't work in a court of law. Or that even become an intelligent defensive argument for put out in the public. Dirty woman. Woman will live her whole life and try please brown people and people who have lighter complexion and straight nose what she perceived to be better looking than herself. What heal you from the process there? When you talk about that part of your life, you never talk about the former psychological healing like the therapy where you go see no psychologist or anything like that. To heal them, the wounded, whether the wounded heal, if you were so deeply depressed by such a thing, you would have need professional help. Where you get that from whenever you hear you add that to your argument, so we have to there assume so you still a suffer with that. You see it, and you never get no help. You see it, you are an evil, dirty woman. You see it. We are trying to prove to your friend them say Rasta no good. Rasta is nothing. You see it. You see it. Rasta them when they are Jamaica. Rasta, me I tell you, you know. You know, put on a belly before Rastafari. You know, put on a pocket, not even on a belly. On a pocket before Rastafari. You see it, and the world I watch. The world I watch. You see it. Because Rasta shouldn't need Paula Llewellyn for justice regarding this. Paula Llewellyn should have afraid to even make a funny speech regarding the whole thing, because she knows that her position would have been threatened by the formidable, educated power of Rastafari. You know, see it, where the man them there. You know, see it, where the man them there with a question that woman has, you know, fear justification of this whole affair. Where the eye them there with a publicly, it's the whole I don't know, I depend on she same one for a promotion. You know, see, all I want to go to have some criminal intent. We want to think so one day, we might face her, so we don't want to ruffle the half black feather them. You know, see, because one bird of Jamaica, couple type of bird of Jamaica have them type of feather they like she. You know, see, and then she put on the red lipstick again, it's indicative of something red close to the neck. You see it? Come talk about, this has been the cry of Rastafari for decades in Jamaica. Being oppressed, feel oppressed by the authority bodies. You see it? Now this thing get a situation like this daily and I discredit the people them with historic grievance. You know, see, I discredit one side and take side with the other. Or on earth, you wouldn't find any prosecutorial evidence against a police officer because you hide them. You cover them up. You're not interested in that. A waste of time that for you. You friend them up town and laugh after you say I prosecute police for Rasta. You know, see it? You know, see it? You're not supposed to in a position that no longer than to the Rasta. You're not supposed to work. You couldn't hold a position that nowhere else in the world after a thing like this. You're the Department of Public Prosecution and in your interest to prosecute. And you get, oh, you're going to protect criminal there, so. How much criminal you protect already? Who for interest you have at heart by the evidence where you display. You know? With the rest of them at Jamaica, this woman have to still a disrespect on us so and crossroad halfway through in a block and no vehicle can't move. Downtown no block. And the people, you know see it. Yo, they hide them are low. You know see it. Hide them are low, Rasta. You know see it. That's why the movement stands to so much criticism. The movement from a local perspective stands to so much criticism, Rasta. You know, see, because again, in the 80s, the superpower them infiltrate the movement and water it down. give some guy where elders dictation and the process by which the movement should go. You know, see it, and simply water it down. Enough man draw away from the whole connection of things. And the movement get fragmented. But enough of them guy there woke up on the mission there in the 80s, go America, Smithsonian mission there. Enough of them responsible. No, that's why enough of them can't open them mouth, because them under caution. You know, see, no powerful boy can't open them mouth the right way. Them can't always go marching on the crowd and top of them and show support, but the right word in them, the right defense them with them and them for stage, you know, the interest of Rastafari. You know, you're no big educated Rasta. None of the intellect them. You know, you're none of them come out in the defense of black people worldwide Rasta, who everybody else find them hairstyle offensive. You know, see it? Nobody not come out and make it look like a simple lax cutting and Rasta this and that. This is a worldwide affair, Rasta, and it's disgraceful. The fact that Jamaica this happened today to Rasta. You know, see it? And people still find like so them can talk and they can either lie in them defense and get away with it and still walk with and oh, yo. I want to see some man come criticize anything when me do on this and talk about them a Rasta. You know, don't get evil upon this, you know. No one a boy come upon this with them fuckery, you know. You know, see it? You know, see it? I want to know. I don't know righteousness and keep it to yourself alone. I don't study Rasta. I don't know the Bible. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't keep the whole of the authority there and the power to yourself alone. So that's why you can come challenge people in a conversation when you hear people have a pint or an objectification. You know, see it? And that no found no find no found some big bumble hole in the business. You know, see it? And then again, enough youth have some relevant point and come rubbish it with the so-called intellect. You know, see it? A fire burn enough for no man. We not talk about white man a beat drum. And them for bumper clock beat it because none of them have the power to beat it again. The drum water down. You know, see it? The drum water down. I want to know. Think where they are now stupidity and continue down the same destructive path with someone who will get money put down the pocket for a car, Rasta that way of car. Any black movement that way, any black movement in the world. You always have some infiltrator in it. So all Rasta they now observe and I look back and I try, you know, fathom what go on with I and I Rasta. You see? You see? This is disgracefully irresponsible on the part of the Jamaican Rastafari community. But they have not blamed Paula Llewellyn that much. Because she is always the enemy. You see, what disgusts me most of all about her is the cheap level with which she used to undermine the intelligence of Rastafari or the sanity of Nzinga King, another woman kind of like herself. You know, see, Portia Simpson Miller, Wagwan Rasta, Wagwan, Babsy Grange, Lisa Hanna, all of them proficient people in a politics there, female figures in a politics. You just sit back and just allow this happen. None of you no see it personally. None of you no see this as a springboard for your career, for your whole you know, we are thinking, the way we look on things. None of you no see this as no see the need to dig up this and investigate what really going on and hold some people to task. From a woman perspective, or is it because Nzinga King is tarnished with the identity of Rastafari? Why? None of the women them have power in a Jamaica, no find no interest in that incident here, Rasta. Now this is something what happened to a woman this happened to, you know, Rasta. And every woman just sit back and look irresponsible and I don't know what make we turn a blind eye to with state of affairs, with development, with owner, growth, with culture. I don't know why we back on all of that. For no benefit whatsoever, because I don't see nobody better off. I don't see whatever anybody are doing and fall in and jump in and make them better off. You know, see Shanzi and Spice, the two biggest promoters of this narrative. Nobody they even call them name the other day. Them just invite them at the Grammy party to come be a member of the public and member of the audience. Make up an audience number full of cheer. You know, see it? That's what I see. You know, see it? No reward whatsoever. Them just get used and refused. You know, see it? So the evidence is there. So the benefit of the destruction of I&I is not for the local population who sit down and allow it to happen. You know, see it? Sit back and allow them things to happen, Rasta. The Rastafari community need to do more. You know, see it? Rastafari community is supposed to be more formidable, supposed to be more, politically adept than even the woman them. No disrespect, because the woman them have to think about them children. But the organization of Rastafari, regardless of how hungry man is, the fundamental approach to humanity, Rasta, should always be ensured. You know, see it? Fundamental security of the human population around Rastafari, be them ignorant, bald, or what. It's the duty of Rastafari to secure and ensure that. You know, see it? Some boy nasty and no want to comb them head. That's why them hearing upstairs up. Them don't know, them not have nothing. You know, see it? What Rasta do? What Rasta do in Jamaica? Them poor people can't want Rasta as the form of representational body, because if you can't stand up for the defense of yourself, wait! You know under corruption, you know under the corruption ban too. Politicians and them boy, they have secret phone. And in a criminality whereby you're afraid of Paula Llewellyn. One day, you might have a face her, and you don't want incur a rat, you know. No other way I'm not see it, because I'm not beg no boy, no friend, And look at dirty, corrupt, lazy boy we don't go when money around. You see them step out and talk about Rastafari. Fool on the take poor people for. You know, see, and we not have it Rasta. We not to have that no more. Big, disgusting, need that thing that. You know, see, what I'm doing. Fix up. Fix up. International movements now, they were recognized right across the board. Right across the world. You know, see, from it's a Jamaica people just say Rasta, here Rasta. I want to sit down there and make a Rasta girl again. And you see, all the Greek, you see, even the money we are motivated to grow long hair and guitar and beat drum and talk about Rasta. It's the money that will motivate all it to soon lose because an incident like this. We want to make just, you know, see, because people expect more. 1,000,000 times more than this from Rastafari, in the defense of Rastafari, particularly Jamaican Rastafari. You know, see it? You know, see it? So when Babylon fight and do them corrupt skullduggery and things like that, and we sit back and just drop our shoulder and say, "Cho, I just saw it go." As if there is no, like the fight not left in the man them Rasta. I just be a feed. I give thanks, because I can go on forever with that one here, You know, see it? You know, see it? Man, them too lazy Rasta and lackadaisy. You know, see it?